So my previous skills I had is right now, presently, I am the Interacts Code treasurer, which I am in charge of making all the funds, organizing which money comes to the club and which goes to our community fundraising. And then I also make fundraisers such as the IT one, or recently the Valentine grams with the teddy bears. Yeah. For me, I would rethink my project and try to make things simpler and more effective for me. I would, instead of doubling on work like most students would, I would replan it and see which is easier to do. And I would put that last and put the hard things first. For me, Husky Strong means overcoming challenges and hardships. Because in school, you have to balance multiple things, like schoolwork, life, jobs, clubs, sports. And if you cannot balance it, and if you take one too over the other, it will start to wear you out, and it's not healthy for you. So for me, Husky Strong means to overcome that and learning how to be balanced. For me, if I am elected, I want more campus fundraisers, because usually most of the fundraisers are you have to go to the places itself, order, but I know a lot of students are busy and don't have time. So I want to bring the fundraisers to us, have more on-school fundraisers. I'm Jessalyn Nguyen. Vote for me for your class treasurer.
What motivates me to do well is knowing that, so I want to get this really good job, once I graduate. I want to college, of course, so in order to get accepted, I got to get good grades and good SAT scores, and like overall, got to make my application very persuading. So yeah, like academics is the majority percentage of whether I'll be accepted or not, so that's what motivates me to do well.
Visualizing my end goal really motivates me to do well because I can see what I really want to do, and I can take a step back and look at each step of what I need to do to reach that goal. And when I do reach the goal, it does bring happiness to me and seeing joy in others.
So I've shown leadership by helping other people in my class and throughout my life. Sometimes it's like homework or just classwork. And I've also volunteered at other places and I've helped people there. So yeah.
We were in a group project, and the teacher said to get started, that no one in my group was really starting to work on it. So I decided to take initiative and assign roles to each person, and then after everyone started working on the project, I just took a step back and we all worked together on the project and finished it.
So my ability to work on my own. So I usually just comparing it to schoolwork, just take up the book and start studying, try to take notes and spend as much time as possible. And a way I do this with other people, with others under pressure is, just be calm, make sure the other person is calm as well, and make sure to get along.
On my own, I work really well. I'm independent, I'm responsible and organized, so I do get the job done. And with others under pressure, like during Spirit Week, it was really stressful, but with the help of others and my fellow officers and my class, we were able to get the job done.
So they would describe me as shy and nervous. They would describe me as a shy and nervous leader, and they would describe me as shy and nervous, and they would usually say that I would take some time for things, but not too much of time.
I'm a responsible person. I organize, I finish my work on time, I'm also a helpful person. Like when a teacher asks me to do papers, I don't mind doing that. I have a really kind and weird personality.
Alright, my name is Ash Malik, and vote for me for junior class vice president.
My name is Tiffany Kwong, and I'm running as junior class vice president. And remember, you can't go wrong with Tiffany Kwong.
Well, of course, I'd start off with the fact that we are the home of the Huskies, right? We are home to various clubs, sports. You know, we have DECA, debate, MECHA. We have so many different sports. We have lacrosse, basketball, football, softball. And I'd start to tell them how amazing Washington is, right? We have a bunch of diverse students. We have a bunch of diverse clubs and sports. And I'd really explain to them that we have a campus in which they can feel excited to go to school every day. I'd explain to them that they should feel excited because this is a place where students are encouraged to grow and encouraged to learn and express themselves. You know, we have a bunch of fun, interesting teachers as well as some amazing students on campus. And I just tell them to be excited because this is such an amazing school with amazing people, teachers, and just an amazing field overall.
Describe your ability to work on your own and also with others under pressure.
Well, I've had a lot of experiences in which I've had to work alone, as well as experiences where I've had to, work with a group. A time where I've had to do both is definitely Spirit Week for this year and last year. Spirit Week, we all come together as class officers and class as a whole, where, as officers work together to plan these different events, to plan Spirit Week, our skit, collecting cans and all that stuff. And that requires a lot of teamwork, right? We have to be able to communicate with each other efficiently and effectively. We also have to, enjoy and make Spirit Week and skit practices an enjoyable event in which people will be encouraged to come. So that does require a lot of teamwork and communication. But at the same time, it is our job to delegate the work, right? We also have to do work at school, but also take some for at home. We have to do a lot of planning by ourselves as we divide the work amongst ourselves, because that's what makes Spirit Week extra special for us. That's how we make Spirit Week a more enjoyable experience for our class, if we do work at home, but also work together. So I enjoy working with my peers, with my fellow officers and leadership and students as a whole, but I'm also able to take that work home and be able to independently complete the tasks at hand. Under pressure, I'm used to it, and I'm very excited to do it next year as well. Well, first of all, I would say Spirit Week, right? Spirit Week at Washington is crazy fun. We have so many different things going on. We have these giant skits where everyone comes to watch the different class put on these skits of different themes, and it's just a bunch of fun overall. We see everyone smiling, we see everyone cheering, and this is just overall fun. And in addition, I do have to point out that it is also a charity, right? We do raise thousands of pounds of food to give to the people that need it the most. So I think not only is it fun, but it's also in the end for a good cause as well. Second, I'd like to list Winter Ball, because Winter Ball, our class planned it this year, and I thought it was a great success. People there had a lot of fun. We planned a new kind of dance actually, since we made it a black light theme, and I'd definitely say everyone that went had an enjoyable and unforgettable experience. Third of all, I'd like to say multicultural, because Multicultural Week this year was, extremely different. We did new things with new performances, and I thought it was exciting for those performing and also for those watching. I think it's very special for, different ethnicities and cultures to display their traditions and experiences with the whole school. And I think they enjoyed it, and everyone else did too. Well, I think in the long run, once people graduate their high schools, they look back and they have one of two recollections. Number one, they participated in school and had a great time. And number two, they missed out on a lot of events they wish they went on. So I think that's a major cause of negativity, maybe not in the short run, but definitely in the long run. So I think the way of fixing and implementing a system in which that occurs drastically less is by creating these events so that they're accessible to everyone and that we advertise it so everyone's excited and everyone finds the desire to go to these events and experience fully what high school means, especially since we have an amazing school with amazing events that I think people would definitely want to partake in. So I think to eliminate this sort of large negativity in the long run, if we advertise and make these events much more memorable and easily accessible to everyone, I think that would eliminate a lot of the negativity. I'm Avi Shiva. Vote for me.